So, I had an idea. An idea for some strange new dimensions. What could be found there? How to get there? What mysteries lie in these unforeseen worlds? Well, let's get to the intro. Hello, my name is Evernoob, and I am back with another concept video. And this one is all about dimensions, new ideas for dimensions, and how to get there. So, let's see where to begin. Let's start with this. So this would be a few of these are smaller dimensions, and some are or more contained dimensions, I think is what I would say. But first off, this one, if you put all these honey bundles around an ender pearl, you get a honey pearl. And if you throw, I'm just going to pretend this is it. If you throw that honey pearl into a beehive, you land here, inside the hive. Now in here there would be a bunch of honey hives and beehives and bee nests with lots of bees floating around. Kind of its own little area. You also have a lot of flowers and different things like that. Yeah, there'd be, the whole thing is the inside. There's tons of bees everywhere out of all these nests and whatnot. There'd be candles, unlit candles around. Just stuff that uses the honeycomb block. And here, towards the middle, you would find this gal, the queen bee. And I'm not sure what she would drop. Or maybe it wouldn't even be that she would drop something. It would be she would fly around and occasionally drop, like fly over to somewhere and drop like a block of honey or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of a silly concept I had, but it's fun building all this. So, but yeah, that's all I have for this first one. I had to build it in the nether. So there's all these guys around. But yeah, this is like the honeycomb, the hive dimension. And it'd be limited. I think maybe that's how you'd get out of this. You'd have to find the queen bee, and she would drop something like maybe like a candy, a honeycomb candy or something. And that's how you get out of here. But yeah, it'd be a way to get a bunch of honey blocks. There'd probably be a couple chests around with honey blocks and honeycombs inside them and bottles of honey. But yeah, she would drop like the key to get out of here. Otherwise, you could just tick off a bee and then perish. But that's it for this one. That's all I had for here. Let's go on to the next one. So, to get to our next one, that being the Witch's Forest, you'd have to get to a swamp, and you'd have to locate. Oh yeah, this is where I built this guy, a little beaver. You'd have to locate a witch's hut. This is my one I built just to update it, kind of. But to get there, you can see it's kind of a fog. Your render distance isn't really set in. This would be like an event that would happen in the swamp near the witch's hut on occasion. I'm not sure what, maybe like at night on like this super tiny, the no moon basically. You get fog drifting in. And then you have to locate a witch's hut. get in there. Come on. Get in the cauldron, and then with this, take the potion of blindness, and you would end up, as soon as it stops, the witch's forest. It's kind of foggy and dead everywhere. Mycelium and gravel would be a way to find these without having to fight the wither. What are these called? Wither roses. Yeah, and the only thing that would be here would be skeleton horses. Another cool way to get those. But yeah, just kind of old, dead, ominous trees. That looks kind of silly coming all the way down like that. You're supposed to be kind of like really wrap-aroundy type trees. But yeah, you'd wander through this. I just had to make it, a little example, but eventually you'd find this, and this would be like a witch's house. Just a slight upgrade from the hut. Made of mushroom and mangrove. I think that's spruce, maybe. But yeah. Don't have much for this. Kind of like a beefed up witch's hut in a way. But yeah, and here, this would be another source. Let's say you couldn't find a mycelium island. You'd have mycelium island, or mycelium in here. Mushroom stems. Again, with the wither rose. A couple of poison arrows. A wither skull. It's just kind of a collection of magical stuff. Rabbit's foot. I don't know. Kind of just threw this together. It's a little example. Loot. All these, the loot, I'm not really certain on. But kind of just piecing these things together. But yeah, I like the... just kind of a cool look to this. But anyways, let's go on to the next one. So the next dimension involves this portal right here. In order to get there, it's going to be the Skulk dimension. You're going to have to do... I got this idea from the warden having the souls there. But I think what you have to do... this could take a while. But you have to kill the warden within a certain range of this portal, which is obviously going to be very difficult because you're going to have to probably build a bridge for him to get up there. And then you're going to have to stay far enough away where he can't get you, because I'm obviously just in survival right now. But, yeah, if you kill him within, I don't know, 16 blocks of this portal, then, come on, I don't know how, such a tanky guy, don't fall off. Oh yeah, then this thing would ignite, and you could go through, and nothing really to simulate this with, but yeah, this whole thing would ignite, and you'd go through, and you would pop out here. And as you can tell from the sounds, this is a dangerous place. It's kind of really compacted right now because I just added all these to get the vibe, but this is the Skulk dimension. Skulk and mud kind of everywhere. Phantoms around. Wardens walking around freely. These kind of weird trees. And then, yeah, these bedrock spikes. I should turn this down. But, yeah, it's kind of a nightmare realm. Yeah, there'd be these bedrock spikes that kind of go up and around. But yeah, to get out of here, I think you would just have to You want to bring an ender chest because I think what you'd want to do is probably just I'm trying to think here. Probably don't want to relight that. What you'd probably want to do is just kill yourself and put all your stuff at ender chest. But this dimension would have a couple of things. This little guy, I don't have a name for it. It's kind of like a warden dog, watchdog, skulk dog or something like that. And but yeah, there'd just be free roaming wardens all over the place. Tons of skulk. And then this thing, the skulk worm. I don't know what either of these would drop, but it's just kind of adding a couple more mobs for this dimension for the look. And there'd be some loot chests around, and with these you get your recovery compass. One of the only, I like the idea of having it be a place where you can get some of the rare stuff, like the diamond ore and the stone, maybe the deep slate coal, the full music disc of 5, and kind of the other typical stuff from the ancient city loot. But night vision and slowness, I don't know why I put this. I think I was just putting potions in here to do it. But yeah, this would be one of the only places, or I guess it would be the only place you could actually get reinforced deep slate to actually carry with you and build something out of. So I don't know if there'd have to be more of that in there. I also put a guild and blackstone in here because it's another rare thing. But yeah, this is sort of the skulk dimension. And I built this in the nether. I don't know if it'd be better to have it completely open. Maybe like another long flat plane like the witches deal, but that was kind of the idea for this. And so on to the next one. And finally, for this last one, it's again a one-way trip, so you're going to want to bring an ender chest, because the only way to get out of it is to die. But with soul sand, you make a mini portal out of soul sand, and either do 4 creeper heads like that or fully fill it in, I'm not sure, and light it. Probably just this because it's a little more grindy, but yeah, you hop in here, and on the other side you will spawn in here. And this is again another like little mini dimension, almost contained. Probably just, I think like this and the honeycomb dimension, it would just be like 128 block like square, and then surrounded by, I don't know, bedrock or something. But yeah, these aren't really meant to be explored. It's just a little tiny bit. I guess you could make it infinite, but I think that'd be a lot to add to the game. But yeah, this would be one of the few places. You have charged creepers naturally here, as well as regular creepers and zombie horses. And the whole thing of this is kind of like an overgrown, it's all green. It'd be creeper heads all around. So basically everything in here is just meant to there's a lot of deep slate emerald ore around here. But yeah, there'd be a couple loot chests here and there. And this is just an idea of some loot. Like, this isn't probably all that impressive, although you would get a blast protection. Like this, I think would be like a guaranteed loot for coming down here. Block of diamond, and of course this one. I don't know, I think I just picked this disc because it was also green. But yeah, should also be a spot, I don't know if it's working, back here. There we go. I had to tuck this back in here because I don't think it would work because everything in there is lit up above light level 0. But But yeah, there'd be the only place in the game where there'd be a creeper spawner. I got 3 of them there because I wanted them to come flooding out of this channel, but it was kind of hard to make work, so. That's kind of it for here. The last one, the overgrown creeper arena. Anyways, I've been Evernoob. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of fun putting this together, thinking outside the box a little bit, and yeah, that's all I got for now. Like if you like, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.